Well, thank you to whoever just subscribed. I appreciate you and welcome. Feel free to say hi. It's kind of quiet in the chat right now, which is actually kind of normal when I first start, like in the first 10 minutes. So if you do want to say hi, feel free to. If not, that's okay as well. We will do our next giveaway at 240, which is very exciting. So yeah, thank you so much again. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Chant. Is it Chante? Welcome, everyone. How's it going? Everyone's having a good day so far. Hmm. You haven't seen someone not use AJ usernames in so long. Yeah, it's just something I do. I kind of feel weird about just like streaming and then people's usernames like show up on my stream. So I just do this. But I think that's how things used to be, right? We didn't even see what our new usernames were and just the names, right? So then it's really interesting when you can tell that someone just bought an animal from like a bundle and then it says like Mr. Wonky Bunny and they don't like change the name. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just like doing it this way. It feels more comfortable for me, and I don't think anyone else really pays attention to it generally, but it's just something that I do. Give me a second. Oh, thank you so much to how do you say this? Bonexru? Bonexru for the nesting frogs. Thank you so much. Um I also turn off my window generally when I'm checking my jamograms. So I will say thank you. That's really nice. Just give me a second, everyone. Also, my brain and my body, like, they feel separate today. I kind of woke up like, it was just a weird way to wake up. I was like, okay, I will just start the day with a stream today and see what happens. That's pretty much what today has been so far. Good times. Actually, hold on. Let me see. Let me just check on something. I have to stop saying the reason why I feel like that on my streams. I say it too much, but since I think all of you pretty much knew, it's about jobs. It's always about jobs. When I'm sitting here like streaming in the background, I apply for jobs. And sometimes you wake up feeling like better about it than usual, and other days you don't. And this started to feel like the not feeling better side. I was like, nah. So we're gonna try again. Anyway, like I even feel my eye twitching. I'm like, why is my eye twitching? Oh, okay, that was you. Thank you so much for the nesting frogs. I really appreciate that. It's a really nice gift. I don't think I actually have nesting frogs, so that's pretty cool. They're really cute. But thank you so much. But he wouldn't let you use it because it's a music festival. Oh, okay. Well, but you still kind of got it though. Hi, Maritrini, welcome back. Hi, Emma. I feel like I accidentally skipped some messages, but yeah, I think I caught up. How's everyone doing? I am excited for Halloween too. Honestly, one of the few things that could probably help me feel better right now when I'm still looking for a job is like Halloween coming up, and that means if I am on Animal Jam, it will be fun. It's a little bit boring right now, actually, on here, because like we don't have like wild weekends or anything like that right now. It's just September. You have a job interview today. Well, good luck. I hope that goes well. I had one on Sunday. It was a group interview and it was like, I don't know, like 15 other people like interviewing at the same time as me. So I like have mixed feelings about whether like I did well during that interview or not. Oh my gosh, my thumb is twitching too. I'm just like now at this point, anything I think about related to a job is just gonna irritate me so much. So yeah. Fun times. But I hope it goes well though. I think for what it was not too bad when I did the interview, but when you start having like the recruiter compare you to other people in the room, then it's kind of like what can you do? And thank you to just I can't talk. Thank you to whoever just subscribed. I appreciate you and welcome. Feel free to say hi. We are one away from a giveaway. Very exciting. Literally same. You know it. You feel it. I think another thing I need to get used to is since this is my first time I am not in school, like every time there's a new school year, like since I was in preschool pretty much, like I'm a college graduate right now. I have to get used to that too because I'm like, should I go back to school or should I not go back to school until this amount of time or something goes by? Like it's kind of like what do I do now? So, because like when you were in school, you kind of already knew what at least I'm going to be back there next year and you kind of already know. But right now it's more like I don't know. So that would be fun. So we're gonna figure that out too. Hi Skyvy, how's it going? So yeah, one of the things I do when I'm like I don't like thinking about jobs is I stream. And sometimes when I'm sitting here, I also apply for jobs just to make myself stop, coming up with excuses like I will never get this job, so I won't apply, and then it turns into that, well, then you never apply kind of problem, right? Oh, yes, of course you can add me as a buddy. Here, I will add you. There you go. Yes. Anyway, turn my window back on and we will come back to this. Very cool. So good. You just woke up a bit ago. How about me? Me too. I also woke up not too long ago and I was like, I feel like I'm about to start my day off on the wrong foot if I'm thinking about jobs again, like without doing anything else. So I was like, I'll just stream. I will stream, I will say hello to some people, and I guess I will send in a few more applications since I am sitting here. I feel like a lot of this is about just making yourself do it despite your despondency. So that's kind of like my thing right here is just keep trying. I think something I'm not sure about though is if I didn't get accepted for a job the first time around, like how long I have to wait before I can try again. So it's kind of the next thing I gotta figure out too. Because I'm not just applying for like jobs related to my major, which is computer science, but I'm also applying for like customer service kind of stuff because I have a feeling I may need to do that for the time being. You get it. Okay, you get it. It is so real. Yeah. I don't know how many people who are coming to my streams are also trying to go get a job, but pretty much everyone I've talked to about this, like, they understand. Well, everyone, I guess, who's like around my age or so. I'm not so sure about when I talk to people who are older than me that if they really understand what the market's like sometimes, but I don't think I should be paying attention to that so much. Hmm. I think I already applied for this job and I got ignored, didn't I? I guess I could just close that one. Let's see what this one says. Um, ooh. It says 0 to 7 years of database management experience. Well, I have zero. That's perfect. I can apply. That's great. I guess I'll try that one. Oh, thank you to whoever just subscribed. I appreciate you and welcome. Feel free to say hi. And it is time for a giveaway. We will be giving out a spiked wrist. So if you want to enter, just type in the chat. There's no keyword, and I will wait a few minutes. But thank you so much again. No, I get that. Being responsible is definitely one of the hardest things about just being a person, I guess. Um, I think something I've noticed as I've gotten older is like we're really bad at thinking about long-term stuff. I mean, it's difficult to, right? Because like in the moment you kind of want to do things that are more like short-term pleasures. Like that are more like short-term pleasures. Um or you're kind of like thinking in the moment because it hasn't happened yet. You're kind of just like there and you're like, I don't know. Um so it's like really hard to get ourselves to like do things that are like a long-term investment and that we will eventually see progress with, but we won't necessarily know if we're getting there, right? I'm like, it's so annoying because like then I come like I reach this point like years later. I'm like, what have I done? So that's something I gotta work on. But yeah. Oh, my computer's gonna lose battery. I gotta plug it in soon. You currently manage a store. Oh, very good. You're interviewing for a lower position so you can go back to school. Oh, okay. But it's hard to be able to hire enough people. Yeah, that's another thing. I know that some recruiters and like managers have also been kind of like sometimes sharing like their viewpoint of it, and it's really not that easy even on that side either. So it's like, what's going on? Buddy, sure. What's your username? Okay, yeah. You bet that makes sense. Yeah. You're curious about waitressing. I haven't really worked in a restaurant before. I feel like I may have to based on how things are going, but I am trying to go for like if I'm going for like a customer service job, I'm trying to just go for like I don't know, stores that aren't food ones first. I just kind of feel like it'd be easier for me to do those kind of jobs, and then if that doesn't work, I just will have to, I guess, try something else. But freelance are very good. I suppose I could go for freelance since I have some design experience, but to be honest with you, I feel really weird about doing it. I don't know why. I guess I just kind of wanted something that's a little bit more like you get hired as an employee and you stay there for like a few months. That kind of seems like what I want to do for now, but I don't know. Gotta figure that out too. You like serving, oh, very good, but you have to have some people skills. That's true. If you're not comfortable talking to people, it is pretty difficult. And then yeah, you have to deal with people who are impatient too. Yeah. I kind of had my taste of this when I was a ticket seller like a few months ago. Um, it was mostly fine. I mean, like most people are not going to be rude toward you, but there are a few people who will be rude, and then you're kind of like, what do I do? So I guess this is something you gotta be prepared to handle, and then you can handle it. It's not gonna last forever. Like there was like one time when like the computer stopped working and I literally thought the night was not gonna end because the customer got really angry. But luckily it did end and I was like, okay, bye now. So that was fun. But I feel like it's normal though, so it's fine anyway. Okay, I'm going to choose a winner now. Cherry, congratulations. What's your username? Actually, wait, hold on. I gotta say the next one. 245. Next prize is at 245. Woo. Yes, very good. But yeah, I guess while I'm live streaming, like for who knows how long, I'm gonna be updating people who come here. Like I've had some people who are returning like viewers, I guess, people who are watching the stream, and they're like, "How did your interview go?" I'm like, "Great." I think so far, if I don't remember like how many things I've talked about related to that, but I got accepted for an unpaid internship, so that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Um, and then I also had my ticket selling job, like since graduation, I mean. And I mean, that's better than nothing. So otherwise, I have not had any success yet. So we're gonna keep trying. Oh wait, I already know your username. I'm so sorry. I will give you your prize right now. And thank you to whoever just subscribed. I appreciate you and welcome. Feel free to say hi. We are gonna do our next giveaway at 245. I'm officially out of rare spiked wrists again after I give this one out, so we're gonna figure out what other I can't talk. What other things to give people. Oh my gosh. I always talk too fast and I do this to myself and I'm like, okay, cool. Seriously gotta go to business school or something. I gotta learn how to talk to people better. Since the roles that I want to apply for are very like more business focused and sometimes I'm really bad at talking. So gotta work on it. Is air prizes every five? No, a prize. Next prize. I can't say anything. Next prize at 245 soups. Also shot by 10. I can't talk. Okay. Okay, that's better. Oh, I gave the giveaway gift. I turn off my window when I am giving people their gifts. So Jerry got a spiked wrist. Usually the chat also confirms that we have given it. So you got it. You hope you get a pet? Oh yeah, that's great. The eggs. I never really buy those actually. I guess I don't really use pets. Like I honestly thought when I got a membership that that would be like the main thing I'd be doing is having a pet, but as you can see, I don't have a pet. So I'm like, oh, I guess not. It's more like when you're a non-member and you like, you don't really have any access to anything. That when it is one of the only things you can access, like the pet hamster or something, you're like, I will take it. But as a member, I'm kind of like, I don't really care. That's the weird thing. Yes, you did. You did receive your prize, and we will do our next. I can't say anything. We will do our next giveaway at 245. So yeah, thank you so much. Can you get good pets from the eggs? I guess so. I don't. I haven't really tried. I know one of my friends really likes to get those pets, so I forgot what she was doing it for though. I know she was trying to get crows from there. But aside from that, I know there's like another pet that she also got one time that she really liked. Um, might have been a platypus. I think I got a platypus as well actually when I tried it one time. So that's cool. But yeah, it really depends I guess on what kind of pet you like though. So if you think it's a good pet, then it's a good pet. Oh, thank you to whoever just subscribed. I appreciate you and welcome. Feel free to say hi. We will do it. I am talking way too fast. We will do our next giveaway at 245 people. So that's very exciting. Let's see. This one says 23 people, 23 applications. Um, sure. I guess I can apply for this one. Why not? A lot of this is about just like sending your applications like yeah, everywhere until you hear back from somebody. So I guess I will have to do that again. I'm just hoping at some point it will be the last time I have to do it and I will have a job just to keep me, from worrying about making money until, more time passes. Oh, thank you to whoever just subscribed. I appreciate you and welcome. Feel free to say hi. We're going to do our next giveaway at 245. Do I add people? Yes. Did we add each other already? I'm not sure. Um, I might have, if I missed your message about this, I apologize. If it would be easier for you, I could turn on my buddy requests for a moment, but I usually turn them off because usually when people send a request to me, it's the wrong time to do it. Like when you're like playing like a mini game outside and someone just walks up to you, you're like, oh, okay. So, hi, Cryptus Cities, welcome back. Hi, is it IT or LT? I'm not sure what letter that is, but hello. How am I? I'm good, thank you. How are you doing? Oh, okay, I got it. Just we'll do that. Oh, you were outside. Oh, wait, I hope I didn't accidentally click on something wrong. Wait. Okay. Okay, there you go. I think I added both of you. That's good. Um, yeah, if you want me to turn my request back on at any time, if it's easier for you, I will do that. But yeah, very cool. Anyone selling My Little Pony Rarity art? I would almost offer, but I actually have not drawn Rarity. I have drawn some other My Little Pony characters though. And unfortunately, I may not be able to draw anything new in the near future. I'm still trying to get a job, and it takes a while for me to draw on this game, especially since I use my finger. Or if I'm not using my finger, it will take me some time to learn how to use my pencil with the touch screen. So it's interesting for sure. But if you do like it, I have it in my den right now. If you do want to see the other characters I have drawn, I've drawn Sunset Shimmer, Applejack, Fluttershy, and Pinkie Pie and Twilight Sparkle. So I think though I only am missing Rarity and Rainbow Dash, which is kind of funny. I actually like those characters a lot. So I'm like, why haven't I drawn them yet? But I don't know. Life has gone by. Oh, thank you to whoever just subscribed. I appreciate you and welcome. Feel free to say hi. We are going to do our next giveaway at 245, so we're very close. But yeah, thank you so much. I use my finger. Yes. I okay, look, pretty much every single artwork you see, if you go to my den, I have my art displayed. I think all of it I've used my finger for, which I regret. Oh, it's L. Okay, you can call me Lint, but also don't expect me to remember that. Oh, okay, well, I will try to remember it. I have been meeting a lot of people on my stream, so sometimes I do need a reminder. But the more that people show up and like come to my streams, the easier it is for me. So it's kind of another thing when it's kind of like when you're networking with people when you only see them like one time, then like actually both of you pretty much like forget what happened. So it's like that. But yeah, thank you so much for correcting me. Yes, I know it's so funny. LOL. My favorite thing is to log in with there. No, help me. Don't we all love that? Isn't it so amazing? Yes. So I think if you wanted to see my art, the hardest one I've drawn with my finger is Cleo from Monster High. It was a commission too. My goodness. Oh, not Cleo. I mean Abby Abominable. I think Abby Abominable was harder than Cleo. Especially like if you see like the details on the dress, like that took forever. Like you want to do commissions so bad, but it's so time consuming. Yeah, and another thing about that for me is then I have to also follow up with whoever ordered the commission, and if they're not online very much, then it's like it's gonna be hard to do it. I've actually had to lower like my standards with like how much I was gonna be getting paid back because I just kind of gave up, honestly, with trying to, get their attention. So I'm kind of like reluctant to do commissions now because I'm not active enough on here to really do it. Plus, seems like even the customers I have are not active enough. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? But yeah. Imaginary Strawberry, hello. I think I've seen you before in some other streams, like not mine, but I forgot which one though. So, welcome. I think I might have seen you when Patience was streaming. But yeah, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Rarity is great, I know. And you have a rarity collection, very good. I don't think I collect any specific art right now, but I think I do have a rarity artwork from somebody, but yeah. Yeah, they're very oh, thank you. The Monster High pieces are so good, thank you. Especially with my finger, okay? Like, let me remind you, I drew both of those entirely with my finger, and I'm feeling sorry for myself, but I mean, it's cool. You can't get on Animal Jam. Oh, okay. Well, it happens. We sometimes just join streams without being on Animal Jam. I do that too. You left your laptop somewhere else. Well, hopefully, if you want to go on Animal Jam, you'll be able to go on there soon. And my computer actually will lose its battery. I almost forgot. So, speaking of computers, you always pay in full first, so sending art in a jamagram was the last step. Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually do it the other way around, which is probably a problem. But I just don't really like the idea of someone giving me their money first and then, they have to trust that I will, in fact, give them their art and all that. So, I don't know. I think the easier thing for me to do is just not do commissions anymore. Now, well, it depends. Like, sometimes the commissions, like, like the Monster High ones, actually, both of them were commissions. If other people will be interested in buying them, then it really is just an investment into the future that someone else may be interested anyway, so it's kind of not a big deal. But if you were the one who's like directly ordering it and you don't like pay me the fair price that you probably should pay for it, then it's kind of like I kind of wasted myself a bit here. But yeah, it's interesting to kind of like try to figure out that balance. And I will be right back. My computer is almost out of battery, so I want to make sure the stream won't be interrupted because of that. Okay, problem solved. I'm all done. If you're stressing so much over it, you wouldn't want to do it. Yeah, no, yeah. It's commissions can be hard to do when it takes both of you working together. I know my laptop is almost out of battery. Oh no. I'm guessing what that's what it's about, but yes. Oh no. Don't let it die. I know. I won't let it die. We're not going to let my laptop lose its battery for sure. Also, I just got a phone call. Where did I get a phone call from? I hope it's a job related phone call, but we never know. My voicemails have also been like coming in slower than they should be. Oh, thank you to whoever just subscribed. I appreciate you and welcome. It is time for our next giveaway. Let me check on what I have because I don't have any rare spiked wrists anymore, so I'm gonna probably have to give out something else. Let me see what we will give out this time. Oh, excuse me. Hmm. There's also a lot of people watching the stream, so I can probably do something kind of based on how many people are here. Let me see. So yeah, if you want to enter the giveaway, just type in the chat. There's no keyword, and I will try to figure out what to give out now because we gotta keep going. So, um, hmm. I always look at my stuff and I'm like, I don't know what to do now. Like, especially when it's like not like spiked wrists anymore, like the rare spiked wrists. It's kind of like, what do you do next, right? But even when I have the rare spiked wrists, I don't know what color to give people. I just end up giving a random color. So yeah, you're doing the Forgotten Deso very good. What am I going to give away? Not sure yet. I'm looking at my inventory right now, so my window is off while I do that. I do have a few collector spikes, so I'm gonna think about which one might be good to give out this time. Hmm. Hi, Blap. You're in a fashion show. Oh, very cool. Sarah Norman's also into Forgotten Desert. Oh, very cool. How am I? I'm good, Ryan. Is it Ryan the Rat? I'm doing great. How are you doing? There's a lot of people here. Very cool. I think okay, I have a rare custom spike collar. I will give out that. Since there's quite a few people here. How do we enter the giveaway? There's no keyword, just type in the chat, and be active for, the past 10 minutes. You are already entered because you typed in the chat. So yes, you could just do what like Skype is doing and just type something. Now, if you're gonna be disrespectful and like type something rude in there, then obviously we're not gonna tolerate that. But if you just say like, I don't know, I'm so excited to enter the giveaway, and I'm like, cool, that's perfect, you're entered. There's a shop selling some spike wrists for 20 times. Oh, thank you for letting me know. Um, I will think about it then. I usually kind of like avoid, well, I'm actually trying to save up for some things myself, like kind of like for my own personal kind of goals. So I don't usually spend my diamonds on spiked wrists. I kind of just rely on like going to other people's like streams and going to the Forgotten Desert. But I have other things too. I don't necessarily need to give out spiked wrists. I have some collector's stuff too, which at some point I probably do want to give those out because I honestly do not know what to do with them. So yeah. But yeah, thank you for letting me know about that. I guess if I do need to get spike wrists at some point by buying them, that would be a good thing to do. Something random in chat. Yes. Very good. Yeah. Oh, very cool. How much have I Well, I mean, if I say it out loud, is that really a good thing to say on the stream? Um, I guess, quite a bit. I'm just like me revealing my diamond count on the Amble Jam stream. Like, should I do that or not? What if I have 0 diamonds? Then I would be embarrassed. So I would just say I think I'm doing fine. I have been trying not to spend too much these days because in case I want to buy something that's a little bit, more expensive, then it's better for me not to just be spending randomly. So I'd say so far it's been pretty good. Maybe like, I don't know, 25% of the way there toward the total amount I want to save up or something. It's hard for me to see your profile picture, by the way. I'm not sure what that is, but it's pretty cool. What's going on? What we're talking about? We're trying to get Sloweater to reveal how much diamonds they have, and I'm like, not sure if I should say. Anyway, I will assume that this is everybody who wants to enter, so I will roll. Oh, look at that, Bleb. Congratulations. I don't remember if we have exchanged usernames before, so if you could remind me, please, that'd be great. You're so bad at saving cute clothes in this game. No, I get that. For me, it's collector's items, so it used to be like, I don't know, ice cream, pizza kind of items. You're welcome. See, look at that. Now you have something else to help you save up, you know? Mine. Yeah. You're welcome. Yeah, congratulations. Applause. Very cool. Yeah, so you're a non-member now, so should I log in? We can trade. Yes. You're shiny sky. Okay. I will turn off my window, and I guess I will go to your den, and we will figure that out. Oh, we already added each other. That's good. Because I know I've seen you before. I just needed to have a reminder about your username, so that's perfect. Um, but yeah, very good. Congratulations. We all won today. We survived. Yes, we did. Congratulations. You want a new car? Yes. You definitely. It's that's like what creativity says. Congratulations, you want a new car. I definitely remember like when I can't remember now. Um when I didn't have a car and then every time I would be on like creativity streams and then she'd be like, "Oh, congratulations, you want a new car." I'm like, "I need that. I need a new car." So, it's very exciting. Oh, who's icon? Wait, what are you talking about? My streams are like, so when I say something, it's like you hear it like seconds later. So at some point, I don't really know what you're responding to. I'm kind of confused. So yeah, put bad on trade. Oh, you already did. Oops. But yes, I will give you your collector's spike. So yes, congratulations. Anyway, I think we're gonna go now. Yes, so anyway, I'm going to leave your den now. So, congratulations again. Have fun with your prize. And how long have I been streaming for? I am back 47 minutes ago. Well, that's unusual for me. Um, Usually by the time I do like two giveaways or so, it's like I think at least over an hour. So that's really cool. So thank you so much everyone for the support. My nose needs to be blown again. You said something about knowing what someone's icon was. Oh, so it was right. I feel like I'm gonna say this wrong. Ryan the Rat's profile picture. I can't tell from just looking at my like tiny phone screen like what that is, but um, because the question was asked about, do you like my profile picture? You're gonna vanish into thin air. Bye. Okay, bye. Thank you for coming to the stream. Not no. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're welcome. The spike looks so cool. Oh, well, I'm glad that you like it. You know, like the collector spikes can be really strange. So I'm kind of like, but they can be worth something. You know, you can use them for trading. People seem to use them for giveaways if they stream as well. So, you know, it's different purposes, and sometimes people do want to buy them. So, you never know. So I'm glad that you like it. Personally, I would have like no idea what I would be doing with that spike. So I was like, you know, if someone else may have a good use for it, you got it. So it's perfect. You're grappling your 1,000 yeah, no, I know. Your inventory when you're a non-member is very interesting. You have a vampire bat egg. Oh, very interesting. Oh, very cool. Oh, that's your first tunnel? Oh, very cool. Nice. Yeah, my phone screen, like I still can't see too well like what everyone's pictures are, but I can see it if I put my face really close to it. So that's really cool. Ah, very nice. You know, my profile picture is just my eagle, my Sloweater eagle. That's it. I There's nothing else. Anyway, I know I need to get some other things done today, so let me see. I didn't even apply for a single job this whole time I've been streaming. Help me. Um, I'm not surprised though, because you know once it gets busy in the chat, that's all I do. So since you have membership before, it stays at 1K. Ah, okay. But yeah, still you have to deal with all that though. Oh wait. So wait. Oh, that makes more sense. So it wait. So it gets expanded to 1,000 when you're a member, right? I think I was confusing it with the dead items because you do get to have a little bit more, I think. But how do you survive 100? I don't know. Especially if you're running a shop, you need to have more than 100 stuff usually. And if you have giveaway prizes too, that also takes up space. How do you do it? I don't know. I mean, I guess for me, if really the only things I'm wearing is like the rocker outfits and the headphones and things like that, then there's not really a lot of inventory that takes up. Now, unless they release more colors, and that's going to become a problem. But aside from that, we're good. Anyway, oh man, I still need a job. Well, I guess I will try to get myself to stay on here for like maybe, I don't know, 10 to 15 more minutes if it's not going to get too noisy in the background, and try to submit some applications before the stream's done. How does that sound? So that today I can say I applied for jobs, I tried. Cuz it's worse to not try than to try, right? So we got to make it better somehow. Making some improvement very very slowly. Anyway, yeah, thank you so much though for the support today. The 245 people, that's a lot of people. And we've been having a good time, so that's always good. That's the reason why I stream. I stream to have fun and help people have fun. Oh, thank you, Sarah. That's so nice. The spike you won, how much is it worth? You think you'll keep it anyways? Well, I'm glad that you'll keep it because I think it's nice when you win something and then you don't necessarily want to trade it out. Like you actually will use it. I will check for you though, because sometimes yeah, I do sometimes win like these like unusual prizes. And I'm like, actually, I kind of like it. It says it's worth a few clothing betas to one dead beta, so it's pretty good. It's not too bad. You need to apply for internships. Help me too. I mean, I already graduated from college, so it's like I kind of can't do that anymore. But like, I think my problem is since I studied computer science, I just don't have enough projects. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do. So like I have to finish so I was doing like a research project for like a few years and I have to finish that as like the very last part of my degree. Um and then after that, well, I've also been working on just making my own website because I don't want to pay for a website builder. And that will also be a project because then it will show that I'm able to code and design something for myself. So that's my next project. But I am trying to go for some more data focused roles now too, which I unfortunately lack experience in. So I'm thinking I'm either going to have to get a new project. My LinkedIn's acting funny, or like just do some more projects related to that, or I may have to go back to school. Like go back to school, maybe I don't know, major in business or something like that because it might give you more experience with like SQL and R and that kind of stuff. My major kind of offered it, but it was a little more focused on software engineering, and I definitely don't want to be a software engineer, unfortunately. But that's kind of what the whole like education like that you get is kind of tailored around. So I'm like, no, thank you. You're sure there are internships open to graduates, maybe? Yeah, kind of. It's it's definitely not easy to find them though. Especially like software engineering ones or the ones that will like significantly help you get like those higher paying jobs. So I guess that was in some sense a mistake that I made, but I also don't really regret it that much. Also, Pleb, I feel like I remember now. You're also studying computer science, right? Or you I think I remember now. Cause you haven't been to my streams in a while, and it's like I remember your username, but I'm like trying to remember like why we know each other. I feel like it's because of that, so I think you get it. But how did I know for sure I didn't want to do it? pretty much after I took data structures and algorithms, I was like, no thanks. I was like, I don't like this at all. Although I might be having a slight change of heart with it a little bit. Like, okay, so maybe not so much of like the type of jobs that, well, I think I kind of felt like when programming was too hard for me to understand, and I was like feeling pressure to like, keep my image from like crumbling with like other things, like trying to work part time, trying to get good grades in like those classes and all that. I was just like, if this is how I'm going to be feeling, then I shouldn't do this. But then I'm kind of like thinking now, like, did I maybe just not give myself enough of a chance to get better at it? So therefore, I just kind of said no to myself before other people said no. But I do like other things more than that, though. I like UI UX design. I like human computer interaction. I do better with like writing and teaching and communicating with people, like the more like business or user kind of side of things. So that's why I'm trying to kind of like go in that direction. Plus, maybe get some more data experience since I want to be able to analyze data. But yeah, it's kind of complicated. Yeah, yeah, you're doing CS2. Okay, okay. So we have, yes, I remember now. So welcome back. You're doing CS2 and kind of having the same problem. Yeah, I know. It's rough. But I think the way that people have said this though, like if they're giving advice, is if you can't imagine yourself doing this for a job for like a long time, you probably don't want to do it. Um, and I guess I have mixed feelings about this because I've actually been able to tolerate sitting at the computer for a while, just trying to debug my code all day. And you get used to it at some point. You're like, oh, okay, it's just how it is. But yeah, it's hard to tell because I also just kept taking a lot of classes that I really didn't like. So it's like, I don't know if I just don't like this because I just didn't like the class I took, or if I don't like this because I actually don't like it. I know, DSA, like, it's so bad. Me too. Yes, you get it. I have to think about it. I mean, I still feel like I don't really want to do software engineering because, like, the work that you have to put in for this, it's just not really. I just feel like my time could be better spent somewhere else. I think what people usually do is they do a lot of leak code, which I really am just like I don't want to. I guess. Um, they also, I guess, did things like take on leadership positions in computer science clubs. So they kind of like revolve everything around like just coding and becoming really good at it and getting competitive, like going to hackathons all the time and being a winner. It's like it just feels way too maybe way too high achieving and it just exhausts me internally. So I just like would prefer to just go do something else. Oh, thank you to whoever just bought that. That's really nice. So yeah, I guess maybe the competitive nature of it just kind of like psyched me out a little bit, but it was probably mostly my interest because like if you're not really interested in data structures and algorithms, you're probably going to have a hard time trying to be a software engineer. And I would just prefer to do designing more business kind of work and then which I'm trying to work on right now. I want to get better at working with data, so like APIs and SQL and stuff like that. I feel like that'd be a better use of my time, but we're gonna have to figure that out. You get so impatient when your code doesn't run either or something doesn't work. I know. I think another problem I had with this is like when people kind of like expect you to figure it out on your own too, and then it just takes like forever to figure out, and you're like, I could have used all this time doing something else, and instead I'm here at the mercy of this program. I'm like, no, thank you. I just, no. You rage quit. No, I get that. You couldn't care anymore, yeah. Yes, Sarah. I don't know if you are studying computer science or not, but if you have coded before, it can be painful. We all know. You understand that feeling? No, I feel that, yeah. Oh, I will not miss that part about school for sure. Not going back. Hmm. I I feel like kind of based on how things have gone for me, I should probably consider going a more business route, right? So it's kind of like, but how do I do that though? Like, should I just do projects on my own and hope that when I apply for jobs that it looks good? Or should I go back to school and try to give myself another like restart with like when the new grad window opens and I can apply for jobs again or just get more internships? I actually have a friend, or well, really, I haven't talked to him in a long time, but when he graduated like 2 years ago, he kind of was like in the same situation as me. Well, he didn't study computer science; he studied like economics, but he was like also like not sure what to do after he graduated. He ended up getting a job though, but he actually was working. He actually is working with SQL in this job, and he didn't learn it in school. So I was like, I'm like interested in knowing how he ended up getting that job in the first place. Because maybe you don't necessarily need to know the language before you enter the job. Maybe the degree was all that he needed, but I might. But I mean, I haven't talked to him in a long time, and honestly, I feel kind of weird about just randomly messaging him to ask, because I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I always feel weird about bringing up when I'm trying to go get a job, and like, I think I've like held up an image for a long time during like school that like I knew what I was doing. I actually don't know what I'm doing, so it's like, am I willing to break that image of myself and be vulnerable, or should I just suck it up? Anyway, I have to think about it. But also there's another person who I'm really amazed by. Okay, he graduated in the same year as me in college. Um, he struggled academically in similar ways to me. Like he had to repeat. I think he had to repeat one class like two times. Like it's like he's had his ups and downs with it too. He didn't even have a lot of experience when he graduated. He only had like one software engineering internship that he was really lucky to get like before he graduated. He said he didn't even need to know how to do leak code for that, and he ended up getting it. Within like 2 months, he got a job at Amazon. I'm like, how did you do that? Like, I'm impressed because it's so hard to get into Amazon, right? And usually they kind of say like, oh, you need to have like internships like every summer. Um, he only had one software engineering internship, right? And he had to mostly fill his resume with projects. Like he actually shared his resume with like the people in this Discord server that I'm in. And I was like looking at it, I was like, you did a good job, man. You did great. How did you do that though? Like it blows my mind. I I mean, either he was just really lucky or he knew what he was doing and he figured out how to convince the the hiring team to choose him anyway, despite his less than ideal background as a new grad. So I'm like, I'm very impressed. So at this point, I'm like, I don't really know. Like, I don't think we can compare ourselves to other people. It's just like it's our own path, you know. You wouldn't. Oh wait, I was a philosophy major, but definitely feeling the spirit. Oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. We all appreciate it. And, every major has their own struggles too. We have to all eventually go get a job or something. You wouldn't mind going into a field that integrates tech and something else. You just don't know what yet. Yeah, no, I know. Um, I think something that I've been going to some career workshops, and something that they do say to do is try to think about like what unique advantage you have over people. And for me it's music. Like I am very experienced with music and music business. Like I understand that perspective of it, so it will be easier for me to go get a job in the music industry in a more tech related role because I also have programming knowledge and stuff like that, right? So that's my advantage. Problem is, it's actually a very competitive industry, so it's also very difficult to get in. But entertainment and music, that's kind of like my focus. But if that doesn't work, I have to figure out what else to do. So it's kind of like, well, what now? So, and actually, there was one workshop I went to where the coach was telling a story about this person who was a medical student or something, like pre med maybe, and was changing to CS and was like feeling disadvantaged, but apparently when he was applying for jobs, he was favored more at like biotech companies because he understood both sides of it. So you got to find what works. But finding what works is probably the difficult part, so we got to work on it. What? Yeah, I know. Like, I'm not jealous of him. It's just more like I'm impressed. I'm like, how did you do that? You're lucky because it's so hard to get into Amazon now, or any company like that. And he pretty much got in like almost immediately. I'm like, what? So that's kind of why I'm thinking if I just, get some better projects, I could probably still sell myself. And then he probably was practicing lead code too, which I'm still reluctant to do that in the software engineering perspective. But if I do it for data analytics, maybe that will, or data analysis, that might work. But yeah, I'm still figuring that out. We have to think. You think it's a combination of luck and potentially connections? It might be. I mean, I also I can't talk. I also feel weird about just like out of the blue, like messaging him to ask because we are connected on Discord, but I don't really talk to him often. We just know each other because we've shared a few classes, but yeah. Also, openly admitting in like the Discord server, which has even more people than just my friend circle, um, that I'm still looking for a job is kind of embarrassing, I guess. I mean, it's not embarrassing, but it's like it hurts your ego a little bit, right? So I'm just like, uh, okay. I just maybe won't say anything, but I think what I think since he had good projects though, like well, it was mostly projects in that one internship. I mean, somehow he was able to sell himself. So if it was mostly projects though, then I'm like, maybe I got to do projects. He worked hard as well. I think he did. He was a very hard worker. I'm just impressed that he didn't have a lot of internships because, like, a lot of people usually have internships, like at least two or something, before they apply for a full time role, especially at a company like that. Or I would think, right? So I'm just like, I'm very impressed. I don't know how people do that, but yeah. Or maybe have really cool projects. I have a feeling it was probably projects that mostly worked in his favor. I mean, the internship probably helped too, but if you only had one though, then like, how do you supplement the rest of your resume? So I would guess it's probably the projects. I mean, come to think of it, like I actually tried to interview with Capital One recently. Like I applied for like their new grad program, and the first thing that they gave me was a leak code interview, and of course I failed it. um, but I guess if you're able to do that before they even read your resume, then you kind of unlock some doors, right? But again, it was for software engineering though, and I keep having to tell myself I don't want to do that. So it's like fighting with myself here. Hi Ratsness, welcome back. Hi Snowy Fox AJ, welcome back. It's nice to see everyone again. Selling yourself as well, you're so bad at that, no me too, in interviews. Interviews. Youch. I feel that so bad, like so much, like so badly, so much, so intensely. I don't know if you were here when I was saying this, but I recently was doing a retail interview or customer service retail interview on Sunday, which actually was better than usual. Like it started so I ended up finding out about this during the interview. Um I applied. So I applied for the job, right? I submitted my resume and everything, and they gave me a video interview invitation. So I was like, okay. So I just submitted the video interview. I didn't really think much of it. I was just kind of like not expecting to pass that round because usually when I like get failed at some point, it's because of my video interview. And I don't know if they read my resume or not, but I assume they did, right? So I just did the video interview. I was like, okay, sure. And then they actually called me back for a group interview. I was like, oh, so I passed. I didn't expect that. And then so when I was at the store with like those other people who also made it to the second round, the recruiter actually said like he didn't even look at the resumes before watching the video. Like he watched the videos first and then looked at the resumes. And I was like, oh, that means I did something right this time. That's impressive. I don't know how I did that, but I did better, I guess. Wow. You hate it when they want you to code something in front of them, like I know, yeah, and they feel like you feel like you can't code someone who's watching. No, I know, I get that. Also, it's even worse when like the question they give you is actually pretty easy, but you just don't know how to solve it yet. I was so close. I'm not kidding. I was so close to getting a software engineering internship like 2 years ago. I feel really sad about it now, actually, because I passed a behavioral interview round. Like I went to a career fair, met one of the recruiters there. I guess I impressed them or something, and then I was called back to do the technical interview, and I was given a question that was just, you just make a stack, but I didn't know how to do that at the time, so I had to do it the hard coded, inefficient way. And I could tell based on the way that the light died in the interviewer's eyes that I failed the interview, and I was like, okay, cool. And to make it even more interesting, somebody who I used to go to school with actually ended up getting that internship and is now working there full time. I'm like, great, thank you so much, everybody. I feel great now, but no, I've been so close sometimes. Like it's so annoying, like how close you are to getting it, and then like it's just like one little thing that you miss, and you're like, great, cool. but but yeah, I mean, I guess if there's anything good to take out of it, though, it's probably not as far away as you think it is. It's just you need to put in the work and kind of get up to that point, and then you get it, you know? And I just don't have the patience, and I'm sure neither does anyone else, so it's like, that's the part we're fighting, you know? Oh, well done. Oh, thank you. I mean, it was not that bad, right? If I passed one interview, then, like, you know, that's better than not passing, right? So I'm doing something right. I'm still shaking my head in disbelief at this, though. Oh no, I know, right? Yeah, and you feel like luck also plays a huge part. Tell me about it. I was also so close. I'm not kidding. I was so close to getting a job out of school too, like right now. And it's because I didn't know SQL. I'm pretty sure it was mostly because of that I didn't get the job, and I'm just like so angry about it because it was literally perfect. Uh, so yeah, no, I think it is definitely luck for sure. Sloweater, are you Asian? That's an interesting question. Why do you ask? Uh, it's an interesting question. I hope I'm not sure if you're on my stream right now, but that's an interesting question. Oh, oh, so you are on my stream. Hello. Wait. Well, hello, or how do you say it? Ordy Jam. So actually, yes, I am. You just gotta keep trying. You can also try reaching out to certain people too. I'm gonna try. I will try. Gonna try. I think that's the first time that somebody has said that they can hear the Asian in my voice. So I'm very intrigued by this. You don't even know what I look like, so like it's interesting. I think people usually think I sound white because I am half white, but it's like I'm both, you know? I'm half Asian, half white. But no, it's usually when people look at me that they kind of pick up on it, but I've that's the first time I've heard someone think it's my voice. So, very cool. You guessed correctly. Very interesting. I have still not applied for I said I was going to do this, right? I have still not applied for a single job. I don't know. I also don't really feel too bad about making an excuse not to apply. Because, the more you don't think about it, the more you don't think it exists in your reality, so you just don't remember. Oh, this one says the job posting is gone. Then why does it say on LinkedIn that it's still available? Report this job. No, I will just unsave it and forget it. We will try a different job now. Let's see. I almost got a job at the grocery store a few months ago. I had to decline it because it was the wrong time. It says this is no longer available either. What is going on, LinkedIn? Why are you recommending jobs that are not available anymore? I'm confused. Oh, thank you to whoever just subscribed. I appreciate you and welcome. Feel free to say hi. I don't know how much longer I'll be streaming for. I've already been streaming for a while and my voice is starting to get tired. But if we do happen to make it today, we will do another giveaway 250, but we'll see if I still have the energy to keep talking. But I will try to keep my promise and apply for at least one more job. Like at least one. I got to do at least one today before the stream is over. Cuz I need to do that. I need to stop making excuses, everybody. So, doing another retail job because I need a retail job right now. That's what we gotta do first. Excuse me. I've downloaded so many copies of my resume that my recycle bin is full of different versions of my resume now. So they all are called my name and my resume. Very unique. I forgot to start advertising again. Oops. Um, but yeah, I just I still need to get used to being a new grad. I feel like that's just the biggest thing right now is I'm not used to it. And I think when you're not used to it or you have to deal with like the life changes, it's kind of like it's easier to get into this huge like I don't know, worry of like panic about it and I'm like I think it's too early to panic. Maybe if a whole year goes by, that's when I should panic. Cause how could I have been unemployed, not even having a retail or customer service job for that long? But let's see, when did my last job end? It was like um mid-August, and I technically have a freelance job right now and an unpaid internship, so it's not really like that bad. Like in comparison to if I had nothing to say on my resume. So it's like it's only been like a month. Like how isn't it too early to panic? I think the answer is yes. You have an essay due, but you don't know what to write about. I feel that. I never know what to write about either. It's for your gender and pop culture studies class. Oh, interesting. You were given two topics. We have to write about something specific. Very interesting. Very interesting. I guess whenever I've had a writing assignment, I've always just tried to put in something that interested me about it just to make it less annoying. Let me try to think of an example. Like, I like music, so pretty much anytime I had like a writing assignment, I was just like, I'll sneak in something about music in here and it will work out. Um, so like one time I had like a lower division writing class, we had to write about technology. And I was like, oh, perfect. I'll write about social media and I will also incorporate a little bit of music stuff. So, because I do this in my own time, I kind of like read about it. And I actually cited Olivia Rodrigo's song Jealousy, Jealousy in my essay successfully because I was like, I will just incorporate something I'm interested in and just go with it. So that was pretty cool. Because she talked about in that song like how social media like affected her self-confidence, right? And I was like, you know what? Here I go. I will write about social media affecting people's confidence, and it's even affecting music and pop culture. Wow. So you can get creative. What field am I trying to get into? I graduated with a bachelor's degree in computer science, and I feel sorry for myself. But I'm interested in like design, business, data analysis. So it's kind of the thing I'm working on right now. Is trying to get more experience with that. Yeah, job market's also bad. That's true. So definitely a time to give myself some slack for sure. Yeah, thank you, Artie. I appreciate it. This is also the first time seeing you in my stream, so welcome. But yeah, that's true. I feel like we have to be easier on ourselves in a time like this. It's just hard to get a job. You're gonna do a master's to do unemployment help. I might go back to school. I feel like I shouldn't do it just yet. I know one of my former classmates decided to go to master's, get a master's right now. Like he's starting right now, since he just graduated with me. And I feel like based on the direction he's going in, that's probably a good idea because he's interested in like design and stuff. And I think when you have a master's degree, it's a little bit better if you have, or it's better if you have a master's degree for the kind of work that he's probably trying to do. And honestly, he's also probably trying to avoid unemployment, which I don't blame him for. So I think he'll be fine though. He's a very high achieving person. But for me, I don't really think school is the right choice for me just yet. So I'm gonna wait and see if I can get a job first, and then I might go back to school. But yeah, you won't be doing a PhD though. No, I get that. Yeah, it takes forever. I'll copy and paste the prompt you're doing. Choose a song, television show, or film from the post-war era that you think was influential. Use both textual analysis as well as discourse analysis to explain what you think it says about American gender ideology, making sure you address masculinity. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. That is an interesting prompt though. I guess for something like that, I would just take like whatever, like I don't know, TV show or something that I'm interested in, and just start writing about it. Since I literally like entertainment, like I would find that super like, oh cool, I could just write something professional sounding. But yeah, that's cool though. I hope you'll figure out what to write about though. Take some time to think. Oh, that was you. Wait, yeah. Hi. I was like wondering, like you were listening to my stream. I was like, but did you say hello yet? But yeah, welcome. Did I sound? I sounded Asian. Well, I mean, I'm half Asian, so you got it. You got that correct. Um, lasting impact you think you had. Why do you think oh my, this particular piece of pop culture had affected American society? Okay, yeah, you're thinking about some ideas like 1987, 1988. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad that you're thinking, coming up with ideas. That's good. I'm also reading your prompt really, really fast, so I feel like every time like I stumble somewhere, I'm just like, oh no. But it does sound like a really interesting prompt though, so well, hopefully it is interesting though, because if it's not interesting to you, then doing the assignment is really fun. But we can, you got this. Also, I think I'm going to end the stream right after I submit this because the noise level is going to increase a bit in the background, and I should probably also get on with the rest of my day. But I will keep my promise to apply for at least one job, and then after I do this, I'm probably going to just watch TV in the background while I apply for some more jobs. That's something else I've been doing, which I don't know if it's really a good idea to do it or not, but it's so applying for jobs is so boring. So it kind of helps when I like have something running in the background while I do it, even though it's probably making my focus like a lot worse. Like I'm not paying attention as much because yeah. No, I don't know why it helps me to do that, but I did it when I was studying in school too, and I feel like either way, I still would have struggled anyway in the same stuff, like and probably worse if I didn't have like the Forgotten Desert in the background while I was reading my boring lecture slides. So, it worked out, right? I still graduated. You're looking at houses and you walked into one. eh, Oh, that's interesting. The smell reminded me of your Jewish godmother, and they were Jewish. Yeah, well, sometimes I guess. That's interesting. You completely get that. It would be soul destroying otherwise for me. Oh, yeah. I'm guessing you're talking about jobs. Yeah, it's so boring. Also, I kind of feel like when I stream, it kind of like gets me to like sit down and do something. So that's kind of why I also do it sometimes while applying for jobs. It's like, so I get myself to get up and do something. And plus, talking to people is nice too. I haven't really been talking to my friends recently. They're kind of busy, and to be honest, I think they're also just as despondent as I am with jobs. I know one of them I'm still trying to hear back from, and he hasn't really been answering me, and I'm kind of concerned. But it happens. So while we were in these trying times, we gotta do other things. So I'm like, sure, I will connect with people on Animal Jam and see how that goes. And I applied for the job. Yeah, I applied for the job. I don't think I uploaded the correct resume though, but that's okay. I applied for the job, and yeah, and it means you have good multitasking skills. Oh, thank you. Technically, so multitasking. I've I watched this video one time where like somebody was saying like they were a good multitasker, and it turns out nobody's really multitasking. You can only do like one job at a time, and your productivity supposedly decreases. But I kind of feel like with how boring like job applications and stuff like that are, it doesn't really matter. I would probably just end up internet surfing or something in the meantime. So it's better for me to do something like apply for a job, and then if I get annoyed, just come back to the stream or watching TV and then go back to the job. Or I don't know. I mean, I think watching TV is better than internet surfing. So yeah. Hi, Juliana. Welcome back. Bro, those black party hats are they're annoying. Well, I do see a lot of them. Yeah. I missed when they were giving them out though. Does anyone have a cursed polka dot tuxedo? I don't, unfortunately. Yes, Ratton as well. Yeah, if anyone can help you, that'd be great. Oh, everyone knows each other. Very cool. Oh, Cheeky Boy Amblejan, welcome back. It has been a while. How are you doing? I thought I was gonna end the stream, and now like a lot of people are showing up like later, and I'm like, oh, I'm good. I applied for one job. I did it right. I said I would do one, so I did one. But that's it though. So oops. Um, exactly. Just do whatever makes you comfortable. Yeah, for sure. You too. You want a pink party hat so bad for your broke? No, I get that. It's so expensive, the party hats. Oh, yeah, yeah, people. No, I know. Like the blackout party hat. Like, yeah. It's one of the better items that they've given out, too, right? So that's rough. But yeah, it is AJ. You're doing good? I'm glad to hear that. Shaky boy, that's great. You want a black head just be have one solid to your name. Oh, very cool. I feel that. Like, we eyed a prize and we're like, I can't afford that just yet. Wow. But we'll get there, we can keep working at it. So, applying for jobs, getting our headdresses and our party hats, we can do it, right? I'm not trying to turn into one of those people who's like, oh, we can always see the bright side of stuff, but I mean, I guess I would prefer not to see the bad side about it either, so I'm just like, I will try to think that way, but yeah. My computer is not letting me type in this, and yep. Okay, so I applied for one job today. Let's go. Just one. The rare blackout party, how you want that too. I know, it's so cool. You weren't even logged on during AJ's birthday because some gym masters giving out to people. Yeah, I think they surprise gave them out. Like I didn't even remember like seeing like an announcement about it in advance. I think they just randomly did it. And I happened to be offline during that time, so I was like, oh, cool. Oops. But that's okay though. I've been trying to tell myself to be on Animal Jam less often, so it kind of is just something that happened, but it's okay though. Oh yeah, buying stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I I just kind of keep it within just buying it within the game, you know. I just I proceed with caution. But sometimes, you know, you gotta do, you know, and I get that. It's just weird how people are assigning so much value to like little pixels in this game. It's just weird. Yeah, it happens. We miss it. You know, we have other things to do. We're not always on here. We got our own lives, so it's okay. Your membership expired when that happens. You were going to play as much anyways. Yeah, fair enough. We can't just like plan our whole lives around like hoping like, oh, we're gonna make it to a giveaway at some point. Like if you need to enter membership, then go ahead. Like there's nothing wrong with that. So totally fine. Anyway, let me see. I try to apply for another job. Hmm. Should try to apply for an easy one. Seasonal temporary job. Okay. I am very overqualified for this job, but it pays $17 to $24.50 an hour. Perfect. I will apply for it right now. Also, I'm going to be going to some career fairs in the near future. My college lets alumni go to them for free, I think, for a year. So I will take advantage of that and hopefully get a job, but we will see. Um, hmm. What job am I applying for? I guess like a seasonal associate job or something. It's just customer service. I still feel like I need to get like a customer service or retail kind of job right now just so I don't just sit here not making any money or getting any experience. Which could either turn into me just going into a more like business manager kind of path, or it will just at least keep me from feeling bad until I can get a different job with my degree or something. But that's what I'm doing right now. Still trying to get a job. That's all we can do. You feel annoyed because you didn't take your career as seriously during your first 2 years of uni until now. I feel that. Me too. I felt like that last year too. I was like, I gotta do something about this. And I kind of did. I mean, I got an internship and did a few more projects and stuff, but I don't know. I have to kind of give myself time to see what I can do with what I have now first, and then maybe go back to school. And then at least this time, if I did go back to school, I would probably take it a lot more seriously and have a higher chance of getting into somewhere. But I get that. It's hard to motivate yourself to also do productive things all the time. Especially when you don't know what you're doing. It kind of like you don't necessarily have like the clear path of what to do, and then you kind of realize later when you had to do something. So I get that. But I hope you'll figure it out though. I mean, it takes time for sure. No, I know, right? When other people have figured it out, like, bro, like, I know, I get that. It's like, I'm like, bro, why, why didn't I figure that out? I get that for sure. But then again, there's like a few things that I've done that I somehow figured out, and then people are like, how did you do that? I'm like, I guess the grass is always green on someone else's lawn, so like, I don't think I have anything to worry about now. We're just on our own paths. Same, same. Oh yeah, you both get it. If we didn't think you had a clear direction, you didn't even know if we want to go into tech. Yeah, I kind of figured it out during I kind of figured it out during college, so it was a little bit later than ideal, but you know it is what it is, and that's fine. I guess yeah, when we're like comparing ourselves to like people who kind of like used their time better, it's probably because they're like already knew what they wanted to do a little earlier, so it's kind of like you're kind of doing the catch up work of figuring it out. So it's annoying, but it kind of is what it is sometimes, so we just gotta have to deal with it as it is. So for me right now I'm just like don't go back to school just yet, try to get a job, and then go from there. Like honestly, if I didn't feel pressure to go to college, I probably would have waited a little bit before going. But I mean, on the other hand, though, I actually had to go to college to figure out stuff too. So it's like it's hard for me to tell if it would have been better in one direction or the other. So don't know. So we're just gonna accept things as they are and figure it out. That's all we can do. Come for your pickle. Hello again. Hi. Welcome back. Before I end the stream, which it will be soon, I do need to I should probably go eat lunch. I should try to get some other stuff done before the day's over, but before the stream is over, I'm going to try to apply for at least one more job because I said I was going to do it, so we're going to do it. You considered roles in law that don't require speaking as much. Oh, very good. Maybe integrating tech or integrating tech and finance. No, I know, there's too many choices. I can't decide either. Honestly, I'm thinking if I can't get a job in tech right now, especially like well, if I can't really get like any sustainable like job right now with whatever experience I have at the moment, I may go back to school and go get a business degree, or I might change paths to finance or something and kind of like try to get like more specialized skills in something like accounting. I know some people are doing that, like not necessarily as like a new grad from CS, but I kind of feel like with the way the CS is right now, if it would be easier for me to just change career paths, then maybe I will. But it's too early though. Like I was saying, I feel like my biggest flaw is probably lack of experience. So if I just try to do some more projects and in the meanwhile get some more customer related like jobs so I can get better at talking to people, that probably is a good starting point for now. So I'm gonna try that first. Gotta have a plan. And if it doesn't work, then we just change directions, right? And thank you to whoever just subscribed. I appreciate you and welcome. Feel free to say hi. I don't know how much longer I'll be doing the stream for, but if we do make it there, our next giveaway will be at 250. Hi, Retro Sunflower. Welcome back. How are you doing? I'm applying for jobs. How are you doing? Just kidding. I mean, well, not just kidding about the question, but I'm just like my sassiness of like, I'm applying for jobs. What are you doing? Are you applying for jobs? That's what it started to sound like. I'm like, nah, I'm not trying to do that, but Honestly, applying for jobs feels like a little like competition, like every single time. Like it's more like I applied for this many jobs. How many did you apply for? I'm like, I don't care. You see the comments have been disabled. Is there any reason for this? Oh, what do you mean? A comment's disabled for what? One good thing about tech is that you can sort of make up for lack of industry experience by coming up with your own cool projects. Exactly. That's why I'm trying to do that, because I honestly have a really weak resume when it comes to projects. So supposedly if I worked on that, then it might work out. And you know, with that person I said earlier who got a job at Amazon and only literally only had one internship that even was slightly relevant, I guess if you can sell your proficiency, then you'll be fine. So that's what my problem is. I'm not proficient yet. Hi, is it Kinsey Cavender? Hello. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Today was so boring for some weird reason. Me too. It's I mean, doing my streams is definitely interesting, but it's actually the only thing I've done today. I literally woke up with my eyes starting to twitch because I was thinking about jobs and I was like, "Nuh-uh, we're not starting a day like that." So, I started with a stream, which is good. It's always good to start your day with something fun, so doing a stream is fun. I am using bubble chat. Uh-oh. That's not fun. And you know, while we do a stream, we can apply for jobs, and now we can say we did a stream and we applied for jobs. Very good. That's kind of the mindset that I have, is let's get something good done today. And my eye's not twitching anymore too, which is good. It was twitching at the beginning though. I was like, we're not gonna sit here and let that happen. No, 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 no. So we fixed that problem. Hooray. You're trying to come up with cool personal projects yourself. No, I get that. Like, what do you do though? Like because you're also like in charge of like the whole thing. It's not like when you have an internship and they kind of give you like, this is what you're gonna do. I'm like, and then you're like, well, what do I do? So yeah, that's the tricky part. At least an easy one I figured out recently is just make my own website. So aside from my research project, which I have to finish pretty soon actually, that was like more like a user research, UI UX design kind of project. Now my website will be like web development, and maybe I can work with some APIs and fetch some data. If I can figure out how to use SQL with that too, that'd be even better. I don't know how to use SQL, so I have to figure that out too. But yeah, if I can't figure out how to get a job with personal projects and whatever, I probably will go back to school. When you see in the comment button and type in the comments on the stream when it ends. Oh, I might have turned it off yesterday actually. Um, because I posted a video, which is very out of context. I was just like, I will just, out of boredom, find some interesting moments when I was live streaming and just make a very short, out of context video. But I don't want, like, random people to just, comment on that, because, um, I'm not interested in reading comments from people who are going to be potentially rude if they got, like, recommended the video in their algorithm. They're like, I don't like that, because it's happened with me on Instagram. I've actually turned the comments to followers only because one of my reels got a lot of views and I started getting super rude comments. And I was like, no. So I changed the settings, but I don't know how to do that on YouTube though. So I gotta figure that out. But yeah, thank you for letting me know. I will check that out. You need to clean up your GitHub profile. Me too. It's such a mess for me too. Poor you, no. It's like 9 of the night for me. Oh, excuse me. It's noon for me. I need to go eat lunch pretty soon, actually. Oh no, yeah, needles are not fun, especially when you have to get shots. I don't like getting shots either, so that's rough. Hope you'll feel better soon. There's a fashion show at your den. Oh, okay, yeah, if anyone wants to do a fashion show, then definitely go to Retro Sunflowers fashion show. Oh, you're at one right now. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's very cool. Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. I don't know why. I guess they turn off comments for everything. So we'll see if I can take a look at that. But yeah, I don't know why I did that. I only meant for it to just be for that one video, but maybe it didn't do that. Commenters on Instagram scary. No, they can be so rude. Believe me. Like, if you want to know like what kind of comments I was getting, I can tell you. But I'm just like, I don't want to waste a breath of fresh air on thinking about that. I remember when I was telling some people about this, like in real life, like just like around when it happened, I was so annoyed that I was actually also swearing a lot more than usual. Like I usually don't swear. Um, I mean, I'm not going to swear on my stream or try. I'm going to try not to because it's a kids game that I'm streaming for. That probably shouldn't be doing that. Um, but you're an adult and you swear sometimes, right? So I think I went a little bit too overboard with how annoyed I was, and I was like, if you're letting it consume yourself that much, then you're just gonna turn into one of those people. So I'm just like, okay, I'll stop it now. So I stopped. But they were definitely still rude though. They were very like the comments I got were super condescending. So I was like, given the audience that I have who's relating to what I posted about, if they're going into the comments section and reading absolute trash like that, then I don't want to hear from those people at all. Like the haters, right? So turn off the comments for them. Oh, I'm missing a lot of comments. It's 8:20 p.m. It's afternoon for me. Hi, Kaden. Welcome back. It was nice to be in your stream yesterday, by the way. It was very cool that you're live streaming now. Congratulations on your growth as well. You're growing really fast. Oh yeah, shots are not fun. I had to do them every year when I was in school, and I guess this is the first year that I don't have to like do it, but for health reasons, maybe I should though, and just make sure I don't get sick, because I had to do annual flu shots when I was in school. Oh, and also, if I do go back to school, I probably will have to get more vaccinations. So it's like, well. Plus, I'm a vegetarian, so it would be good for me to check on my blood and make sure that I'm okay, but and not facing malnutrition. But yeah, needles are not fun. We all relate with that. Needles are not fun. Oh wow. Are you from the UK? Oh my goodness. Yeah. I have been finding out recently that people are not just from the United States, I can't talk. From the United States, which is where I am. Like, they're listening from other places, which is really cool. I'm reaching so many people. Gotta go now. Okay, bye. Bye, Mary Treaty. Thank you for coming to the stream. Um, I'm gonna probably end the stream. I keep saying that and I don't do it, right? Because I'm having so much fun. I do need to get on with the rest of my day though, so I will say after I submit this application, I probably will end it for today, but I will try to do another stream soon. I think I sometimes I don't stream because I get kind of overwhelmed with my schedule. Like even now, like last week, I was so busy that I kind of didn't feel like it was a good idea for me to do a live stream while I was like, overwhelmed, but it does help me a lot to do something like this to kind of like have a project to keep working toward, which is, post live streams, connect with people, have fun. And if I didn't say this already, thank you to whoever just subscribed. I appreciate you and welcome. Feel free to say hi. I feel like I accidentally didn't say that for the 240th person here, but thank you so much. They had to move around on your skin. No. Wait, that's so bad. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's so bad. That's unbelievable. My goodness. I'm glad it's over now, but still like that just sucks. Wow. I hope you'll feel better soon. That's really bad. That would terrify me too. I get shots, but like I don't think I've ever had one that's done that before, and I'm just I wow. I hope you're okay though. Oh, you're all from the UK. Oh, very good. Oh, bye, Martinez. Voiceless voices. Do I have a Discord? As of right now, no. A lot of people have been asking me though about making it, and I have decided I probably won't do it just yet because well, it's kind of similar with me like accepting commissions from people for my art. It's probably better that I kind of like sort out my own life first because I still need to go get a job. And once I kind of get that settled, then I might be more open to doing something else. So it's like it's easier for me to do live streaming because all I do is just turn on the microphone and OBS Studio, and that's then I just start talking. But with like Discord and things like that, you kind of have to like be able to actively log on consistently and monitor everybody. And I don't think I'm ready to do it just yet, even if I have help from people. So we will wait on it, but I am hearing everyone's interest in having Discord though. So um oh, but that was about a server. If I have an actual Discord username, the answer is yes. You can see on my overlay that my username is Sloweater AJ. So if you want to add me, go ahead. Have I been applying during stream? Yeah, kind of. I keep getting distracted because we're talking so excitedly in the chat, but yes. I'm applying I can't talk. I'm trying to apply for my second job right now. Um Problem is I'm trying to fill out something and it's not. Oh, okay. I don't like it when applications ask you to say what day you started, like not just what month and year, but also what day it was. And I'm like, how do you expect me to remember this? So at some point I kind of figured out an estimate of it and I just put it in this document that I just look at and I copy and paste from. I'm just like I'm so tired of having to repeat myself, but yeah. This is actually making my eye twitch again because I don't like it. It's so annoying. But let me try to finish this. So I was a ticket seller. I was a tutor. What else do I say that sounds, somewhat related to customer service? I don't have anything else, but um, what does the job description say? LinkedIn says to stand out by sending a personal message to a recruiter. I think everyone's doing that, so I will say the answer to that is no. But thank you for reminding me. You just go with the 15th of the month, even if it's not accurate. How do you expect me to remember that? No, I get that. Sometimes I do know what day it is because I can estimate it from like my planners, like saying like stuff or like my emails, but I can't say that for everything. So I think I just do the beginning of the month to be honest. Like I don't know, August 1st to September 1st or something. Because I'm like, I don't really care what day it is. Just know that it was within these months. That's all you need to know. That's it. But yeah, I don't know how people can expect you to remember that stuff. I'm just like, nobody told us while we were working that we had to remember when our first and last day were. So how do we know? Oh, Retro Slump, I'm not offended. If you need to go to your fashion show, no worries. And I appreciate you stop by the stream. But yeah, don't get distracted by the stream though. That you need to do your fashion show and not anger the people who are with you right now. So yeah. Oh, thank you, I feel like I didn't say this right yet. Is it Chante or I feel like I already asked that. So, but yeah, thank you so much for following me. I will follow you back too when I log on to Instagram next time. But thank you so much. I don't really post very often anymore, like anywhere for Animal Jam except for like the live streaming stuff. But we never know. Things will change. But thank you so much. Appreciate the support. Chante. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Yeah, if I ever, especially if you're if you're returning and I say something wrong, like with your username, you please correct me. In real life, my name gets mispronounced all the time, so I know how it feels. So I don't want to do that either. So just keep reminding me until I get it right. Please do that, and please correct me. At this point, I've sometimes like not bothered with correcting anyone anymore, especially if I won't see them very much. But you know, I still would prefer to be correct. Same with pronouns too, like names and pronouns. Like I really would like to be correct with it. So please correct me. Please tell me. And yeah, um, I don't know what to do for the third, because I'm trying not to sound too overqualified while applying, because that's one of the problems with applying for these things is I probably sound too overqualified with some of this. But if I don't have enough experience, then what do I say? When you tell people you're in real life name, they mistake from a common name. I know, me too. Because my name is like a variation of like a common name as well, and it's a less common variation. So people usually like miss like a letter in my name, or they like misspell it. To where I'm starting to think about like I guess doing like the gender neutral nickname of it or something like that. Because I'm just like I just need to make it easier for myself. Not sure yet though. Not sure yet. Always. Yes. Okay. Um, what do I tell these people? Okay, it says contribute to an inclusive environment that supports teammates, peers, and blah blah blah. Um, I'm drawing a blank. I do not know what to say for my third experience. That's a problem. That's the whole point of why I'm trying to apply for a job like this, is so that I can get more experience like this. So if I have to work in retail for a long time, it will be easier for me to. My goodness. Okay. I'm actually stuck. I don't know what to say for this next one. Oh well. I guess I will let's say just some janitorial experience, but I don't think this is what they're asking me to do. Well, it does say technology. I guess I could do a technology role, which they may not like this, but what am I supposed to do? So I will do my IT assistant role, perhaps. And the perk of that is I can also list a reference for it, so that's beautiful. They always like references, right? So the more I can give, the better it will be, right? Anyway, I will give up. Just kidding. I need to delete this. Something else I've done is if my resume already says my experience and it's like too difficult for me to repeat myself again in the application form itself, I just omit the least important stuff, or the things that are too or that are the things that are too hard for me to write about, and I just forget it. I'm just like, you can read my resume. You can read it. Why are you making me submit it if you're not gonna even read it? Like, you can read. So that just preserves my energy a little bit better. Okay, that's better. I do not know what day I started on this one, so I will pretend that I started at the beginning of the month because I don't care. So that would be July to September. Yay! May we contact this employer? Yes. And my reason for leaving. They always want to know why you left. Okay. Oh, I don't know because they stopped giving me work. That's why. Are you currently under agreement? No. Have you ever been employed? No. Um, Devin, no. Let's see. Whenever they ask me how much I want to get paid, I just match whatever they told me because I just want a job. So I will happily take whatever they ask for. Um, I'll even sweeten the pot. I will say the lowest range because they like to hire cheaper. So I will just get a job. Are you available to work days? Yes. 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 I'm available all the time. Hire me. How did I hear about this? What do you think? LinkedIn. Please specify. No. Okay. Yes. Submit profile. Okay, everybody, I submitted it. Let me. Oh, sorry, Ratinist. Is that your username? We're buddies now. Yeah, I keep my requests off, so if you ever want to buddy me, just ask. You've inspired me to potentially apply to an internship today. Oh, very good. I highly recommend that you do. Like, this is the golden time for you to apply. Trust me, it is. Is that wait, is that toothless? Was that toothless, guys? That was toothless. Anyway, sorry. No, for sure. I know it's hard to apply for things. You kind of psych yourself out sometimes with it, but I think it's a great idea. You should do it. Most important thing we gotta remember here is don't say no to yourself first. And I know it sucks to hear someone else say no to you, but I think it's worse if you say no to yourself. So don't do it. And at this point, you kind of figure out like what patterns there are in like the rejection emails, and you just put them into a folder and don't even read the whole thing. That's what I do. And I just assume immediately when I apply that I got rejected, just so I accept it immediately if it does happen. And then I get pleasantly surprised if I don't, right? So it's about changing your mindset here. It's working so far. So we're getting somewhere. But you don't know whether you should wait until you worked on a few more projects, but then you apply later. Your CV may not even be seen. No, that's the hardest part, right? Because then you're not sure whether you should wait until you apply, like because you need to improve yourself first, or if you should just apply anyway. Excuse me. I would say I think you should just apply anyway. I mean, try to do it as best as possible, right? Like whatever resume that you have, because I've noticed that a lot of this is about if you're first or not. Um, Now, if you're not qualified to do the role, though, then that's a different thing, but that could mean that maybe you'll change directions and apply for somewhere where you fit a little bit better. So I guess you don't necessarily know unless you just apply and see what happens. So that's kind of something I've noticed. Like, for instance, I can't apply for some of these retail jobs unless if I've already had some experience. So we're learning that. Or, I need to get more projects in. I mean, if you already know that you need to improve something, then I guess it may be a waste of time to apply. But I think it will depend for sure. Yay, Ratsness. Can you buddy me too? Yes. I know it's hard to figure out like whether to apply or not, but I guess the safe choice is to just apply, and they'll reject you if you don't qualify anyways. So like, don't say no to yourself first. You got an interview tomorrow for receptionist, a veterinary receptionist. Wish me luck. Oh yeah, good luck. Very good. That sounds great. You just got a special needs paraeducator job, and you have a job as a house mom in a halfway home lineup. Oh, very good. Good job. You know we're just gonna go for it? Yes! Go for it, pleb. Good job. And good luck to Voiceless. Yes, for sure. Good luck. But yeah, I guess simple answer is just apply. It does not matter how qualified you are, just do it. I've actually applied for things where I definitely thought I would not qualify, and it turns out I actually did, so it happens sometimes. You never know. So yeah, don't say no to yourself first. Like, I need to tell myself to do that too. Like, don't say no to yourself. Let them say no. And it sucks, but it's better than you saying no to yourself, so don't do it. Don't do it, everybody. No, 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 no. No saying no to yourself. Anyway, yeah, hopefully you'll apply for the internship, you'll get the jobs, you'll get the interviews, um, you'll pass all of them. I wish the best for everybody. And I think since it has been, I think, 2 hours now, my goodness, I will end the stream. I should probably get going with the rest of my day, but I will try to stream again soon. I've been doing it pretty frequently, even if I have to take a week off sometimes, so it's not too bad. But yeah, if you want to come back later and we could come back and see how we're doing with our jobs and stuff, that would be great. I'm still waiting to hear back on the interview I did on Sunday. Okay. I know some other people who are also neurodivergent, so you're all welcome here in my streams. You're all welcome in the streams. Yeah, it's nice to chat. I'm glad that you're enjoying the chats. I like talking to. That's why I'm doing the live streams, because I feel better after I do them. Especially when we're all like, kind of like in the same position, like we're in school or we're about to be out of school or we're already out of school. It's rough. It's rough out here, but we can do it. And yeah, if you ever want to come back and rant together next time, or talk about something else. Sometimes we talk about other stuff, like nostalgic stuff. That can be really fun. We can always do that, but yeah. Oh, neurodivergence. Let's go. No, I have some friends who are neurodivergent. I'm not neuro. I can't talk. I'm not neurodivergent, but I have friends who are, and a family member who is as well. So, you guys are all welcome here. But yeah, I will end the stream now since I do need to go eat lunch and all that. Like I've been here for like 2 hours. Only applied for 2 jobs. Let's go. But yeah. Yeah, it's good to connect with each other for sure. It's really cool, guys. Really cool. Nice. Always happy to see that. But yeah. Um, I'm if I end the stream, then you're not gonna be able to type in the chat anymore. So I'm like, what do I do? So in, out, and before school, it's every day of life. It's always hard. I get that. No, we got this. We got this. We will be fine. If we're not, we will come back next time and talk about it. But we can. We have today. We have tomorrow. We're gonna try. Yeah. Bye, Vlad. Bye, Ordy. Bye, Cheeky Boy. Have a nice day. You too. You enjoy chat. You enjoy chatting on here. Yeah, me too. I definitely enjoyed the chats. Stay possum and take it easy. Same to you guys. Take it easy. We got this.